Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the... Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Mississippi State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football.
He's going for it all. Pulls it in on the left. Got a lot of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, you want to make a statement early in a game. Your first offensive possession, you go 75 yards for the touchdown. Their opponent right now is literally in shock and awe. They're in disbelief. They don't even know what hit them.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't connect on first down, now 2nd and 10 from the 24. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barber. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll operate out of split backs. Back to pass, it's Chapin. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Mississippi State going up tempo. 3rd down play from the gun. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Off play action on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it in the middle, it's Barber. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Watson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Still looking on the move. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Makes him talk to the hand. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Scanning the field, it's Chapin. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body stretch and just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Immediately fires to the middle. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. On the move, it's Moss. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Mississippi State going up tempo. To the air, it's Chapin. Got his man on the right. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seen ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. On third and short, they're giving it to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Back to throw, it's Shapen. Makes the grab over the middle. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Quarterback on the keeper. Discards a man. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
Off play action. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop, create...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Toss to the left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the 1st quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out. You'll have no...
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here's the handoff. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Mississippi State going up tempo. Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Using his legs, it's Moss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Muhammad. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. They'll max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Auburn.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know that.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a man. It's Reed. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing toward the end zone. And good coverage there and knock it away and deny the score. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Smashes it between the uprights.
That makes the score Mississippi State 14, Texas A&M 10.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The short hands, it's Booth. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Makes a connection. They'll immediately call timeout.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game. More or less.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense with the scoop and score.
number 11.
The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He'll come out throwing on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Quarterback empties his backfield. Got it in the middle, it's Booth. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This offense has a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Shapin. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, going up top. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Wants to throw. It's Shapin. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. The inside handoff. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down, Bulldogs.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the give off the left side. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Muhammad. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now the play fake. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And they got him for the sack.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. It's caught downfield. And he's running in the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Moss. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Going with the counter play here. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone, he'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. On his way back from the 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To throw, it's Reed. Setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Caught near the sideline, it's Muhammad. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Wide out in motion. The give to the tailback. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The offense in hurry it low. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500, I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It is good! And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2
very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. New Mexico State was anything but dominant today, but the Aggies are going to leave Memorial Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Power football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his 2nd pick in this game. He's been doing an outstanding job in coverage. I think if you're the QB, you got to start avoiding him.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Mississippi State going up tempo. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barber.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be down the field. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Finds the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The play action fake. Looking deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Trying to find his man on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Shapen. He finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Mississippi State right back to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Caught close to the marker, it's Mosley. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And the punishment has been extended. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. No huddle here for the offense.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Aggies want to move quickly. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Allen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. A run for the quarterback. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Takes the handoff. It's Booth. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To the air, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And the offense just going to spike it here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.